Okay, we are going live. Let me just yeah, we're live. We're live. That's good. I'll open it on here. So give me a second to just put this stream on Discord. And then we'll start streaming. No cam today because I'm just chilling, and someone had to borrow my cam and I can't be bothered to get it back and everything. There's no need. Just chilling, gonna be editing some Berserk today. Gonna be showing what I've been learning for the past few days when it comes to some head motioning and stuff. Well, not just head motioning, but actual full motioning. I uploaded a clip on Twitter yesterday or the day before that, showcasing the animation that I've been learning. Well, less animation, more motioning. But yeah, that's going to be the focus of this specific stream. Hello, Wilson. I'm good. I'm good. Just chilling. What about you? Oh, progress for everything else has been good as well. I need to put an update on that MISD channel, so people don't know, so the people know essentially, because obviously the only people who do know that I am busy and I have a lot of stuff going on are the people who actively, you know, view the stream. I don't think I've tweeted yet about the job and everything. I tweeted that I've been busy with other stuff, but I don't think I have tweeted about the job. I should tweet soon. I got a new email today telling me that there's going to be induction stuff going on soon, and I'm waiting for the reference to be done for the house as well. So as soon as that's done, I can I'll have the house secured, and it's just a matter of trying to get the practical driving test to be secured in the exact right time frame. It's a shame that I have to wait like 2 weeks until I can actually do driving lessons. Duh. But what can you do? Ooh, I've been reading a lot of Hajime no Ippo. I'm on... shit, I forgot what chapter I'm on. Let me open my phone and check. I have it opened up over there. Should be this tab. Chapter 2. It's loading. Well, that loads. Let's continue. Shit, I can't see. I can't differentiate the two legs. I'm guessing this is one leg right here. Looks like it. But I'm trying to write a manga for quite a while now, but I'm really struggling with naming made up Japanese things like towns or locations. If it's made up places, or if it's in Japan, Many places like towns or locations. I mean, you could just essentially just search up Japan and use real life situations, real life locations, or if you're making up your own location and it doesn't have to relate to Japan, you know, it's a matter of choosing a name that you're more familiar with. Or what you can end up doing is forgetting the location names and starting the writing and have the location come up to you whenever you feel like it. That's my advice for all those three. It's dependent on that. Where your face? Oh, I'm not no face today, unfortunately. I appreciate that, Zeke. I don't know when face is back, but just not today. I do that every now and then. No face streams. Just don't feel like it. Cameron's downstairs. Brother had to borrow it. I just got too lazy to go downstairs and get it. Okay. Oh, that's what I'm at. I'm at chapter 251. Good luck, Fosun. Volume 29 of Hajime no Ippo. I've been really enjoying it so far. Best character, Mashiba. Easily. Although it's influenced by the fact that I had to edit a later part of the manga. I don't know what chapter it's on and I don't want to check because I want to keep that. It's a fairly distant memory when I edited that Mashiba fight. It's been a really long time since then. Over a year since I edited that fight. So it's, you know, fairly distant in my memory, and I'll keep it distant until I actually reach it. One thing that I can't wait to do is actually edit more of Hajime no Ippo. Now, obviously, with the release of the high quality panels, I thought that, you know, I'd use the high quality panels to do that. But okay, but yeah, but the translation team has been really busy since they work with multiple different projects. There hasn't been any release other than the first chapter. I'm assuming they're going to be releasing all in one go kind of thing. That's my assumption, but we'll see. I would like hop on to like because all I'll have to do is just typeset the old translations into the panels. So I could do that to provide videos on Hajime no Ippo, but I don't have time. Especially right now, I'm a bit behind on Berserk because of how heavily production-wise this episode is compared to every other episode. So it's taking a bit longer to finish. What's your opinion about Tokyo Revengers? I haven't read much apart, or haven't seen much apart from the first two episodes, and the first two episodes were really bad, like extremely bad. But I've heard good opinions about good responses from the later episodes. So whenever I'm gonna catch up to it, I'll catch up to it and see. Hopefully, I'll be able to enjoy it. Have you seen the Roars? I haven't seen that yet, no. Shall we look at him now? Give me a sec while I find him. Because we're just using a Facebook page. Let's look at the rules. Let's look at some spoilers. Zoom in a little bit. I like that. That reaction. Oh. I wonder who this is. He looks cool. Yeah, I wonder why. Who is this? I like his design. A bit too edgy on specific areas, but is this Hades? Bruh. It's an okay design. Better than last design that we saw. Looks very, very similar to Poseidon. I mean, makes sense, they're brothers, but still. Which is a shame though, because Hades, like, I mean, what else am I supposed to? I mean, this is what you'd expect from Hades. This is what God of War really perfected with Hades. Something a bit more sinister, since he is underworld and everything. Overall, the design is okay, but representing him, hell no. I don't like this. It feels a bit lazy. Yeah. This design feels a bit lazy because literally all I could see is Poseidon, which is a shame. At least the suit looks nice. But we'll see when he fights. Maybe he'll put on a different attire. Well, he doesn't fight anyway. Never mind. I like his suit. And his hair. But as Hades? I don't know, man. Like, not even like as a... It's like a shit... It's not even a shit design. It's just... This is Hades. Yeah. I don't feel like it portrays this. Yeah. Which is a shame. Like. This design would have been better for Hades. Something similar to this, but uglier. Because this is a bit too many muscles. Is this all it's gonna be? We'll see when it gets translated. Hopefully it's... Yeah, I like this use of weaponry. It looks a bit disgusting. Which, you know, is good for a demon. Yeah, seems like it. Oh damn. Okay. The fuck is this face? That just looks hilarious. But this is a good face, to be honest. Way better than this, reminiscent of Poseidon's laugh, but uglier and more sinister. I like it. It's funny as fuck. But yeah. Oh, we're back to square one. Okay. I don't know. We'll see when it gets translated. This seems like the fight is picking up at least. I like the weapon, the usage of it a bit more. But we'll see if it picks up to a good direction later on. I mean, the only thing that needs a little twerking is Buddha's, you know, Buddha's way of fighting, essentially. And hopefully we get a second part of Buddha's backstory. If we do get both of these things, then a lot of the issues that I have with this fight would be solved. But we'll see. Point here. Oh shit. You know what? No, wait. This is the main body. Put the main body at the top. And those three, link it to the main body. Let's bring the motioning so that it ends here. Yeah, that was suit Apollo. Like, when I saw that, I didn't think Hades until I saw the nails, because we saw Hades' design before. Oh, a sneak of it before in the Poseidon intro. When you look at that person, you don't think Hades, and it's a bit disappointing that it's happening to a lot of characters nowadays. It's not just this character, the previous character. Where the fuck was the previous character that was shown? I forgot. That looked like Tokyo Ghoul character. He does not look like Beelzebub, that's it. When Beelzebub was shown, he doesn't look like Beelzebub. And that's a shame, because the mangaka used to have a good representation of the personalities of each one. Unless like the mangaka completely 180'd on personalities and what they're going to focus on, which is a bit disappointing for characters like Beelzebub and Hades. Okay. Let's see, how would I... Before I start that, I want to just keep going with highlighting everything else. 1 millimeter off. Ah shit, wrong one. Dang, there we go. I haven't looked at it personally. I'm hoping in 5 days, but obviously with how behind I am, might have to delay it by like a week or so. This is the hardest episode that I've had to edit so far, so I might have to delay it. And in the busiest month that I've had so far. So more likely than not, probably going to delay it a week or so. Okay, so from here, let's just bring Griffith down one step. Let's open these poppet pins and prolong the movements a little bit. Yeah, 2 seconds should be fine. And okay, let's start with the motioning of it all. So how would he go up? Firstly, something like this. Wait, no. Damn, it's hard trying to get it in my head. Now. What? Let's work on the others, and I'm not looking at charts, so sorry if I'm missing anything. Trying to focus on this and right now. Doesn't make sense. Shit. Look what it looks like full screen. I don't like it. This is temporary for now. I'll fix this stuff later. Something that feels off about it. But let's work on the other stuff. I think the best way to look at it is to see it from here. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to nail that down. You know what? I know what I can do. Let me try and this is why it's taken so long to finish this episode. I'm not used to actually animating. Oh, that's what I'm looking at references right now. Because they're coming up at the same time. It's unnatural. Yeah. So rather than, let's get rid of this left one. That's what it was. Get rid of all the pop-up pencil for the left foot. Let's get this to my second monitor. I'm just going to be completely looking at this, try to nail this down. The way that the body's moving before the leg, I need to fix that. So let's get rid of this. Make the leg move first. So that's around here. Is this the leg? Where's the leg? I'm getting lost. It's brought up. A bit more than that. Maybe a bit forward. Let's bring this forward. Let me look at the chat. You know the sound that's playing? Oh, the one that's playing in the background is this. Let me find it. Just yeah. Awkward angle, but if I can actually nail it down, that would be so helpful in the future. Looks more natural with just one going down, since he's meant to be limping too. Yeah, true. I like this specific motion where he's putting the leg up, reaching for the stairs and pushing up. I just need to put the body up to match with where he is pressing. And let's see what this looks like. This is annoying me, but if I can... Alright, let's see what it looks like if I just move this and... Okay. It's because it's ending a bit earlier, isn't it? I'm liking this a bit more, way more than the last one. It's just, I need to make the body correlate with what's happening at the same time. Which, the best way to do that... Oh, that's one thing I just spotted. shit. Too early. Yeah. Okay, and body. Shit, this is way too much. Yeah, I'm gonna delay it. I'm probably gonna delay this episode, but I'm liking this a lot. Doing this motioning thing. The thing that I'd need to do in here with the body is, let me pull up the reference that I had. I need him. Right, this might do the job. Let's see if I can motion the leg a little bit from the left. I'll put up Streamlabs. Let's look at the one on the left. I'll add some motioning to it because I think that did help with making it feel a bit more natural. Not too much motioning because it is an injured leg, but like not starting from here, starting more from here. Because obviously with this motioning it's just going up. Wait, what am I trying to do? I think I like this. It's not perfect, but it does the job. Way better than the first time. This is a good first step. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I like it way better than the first time. I'm gonna have to actually start doing references for a lot of these different shots that I'm doing. It's weird. I should call this animation because I am literally animating someone moving, but I can't bring myself to it. I mean, that was my whole motion manga time that I spent. Motion comic, everything. No. So with this one, let's push the face inwards. Push this part of the face inwards, this part inwards. Get the head this way, this way, this way, this way. This back a little bit. Push this forward. Forward. Push this back up a little bit. Push this forward. 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 If I can actually master this, so not just in normal walking, but running to fight, I would love my videos even more than I already do right now. And it'd help in so many more projects, in the future projects, like Pon Pon and Vagabond seasons that I have lined up. having this skill is going to be so useful in increasing the quality of those specific mediums when I start adapting them. I can't wait. And just in general, when I reach the past eclipse aspect of it all, I mean, I need an assistant now because of how long some of this stuff is taking. But I'll only look for an assistant when I have a stable income. Because this is just a hobby, and I'd only put money into this hobby if my full-time job is, you know, giving me enough to pay the bills and all that stuff. Damn. Premiere Pro is starting to not be able to handle some of these images. Okay. So at one point I wanna, there's so many like clippable moments here to hype up this episode, because I really want to hype up this specific episode, but I don't want to show too much outside of this stream. But it's gotten to the point where I feel like actually doing previews for the next episode just to hype people up, and I might end up showcasing a preview, but I can't edit a preview. I need to learn how to edit previews first, because that's a new skill that I need to get. Editing an efficient preview that showcases enough information and a perfect amount of everything to get people a bit hyped up. But editing a preview and spending time editing a preview would take away so much time from the editing process of this episode that at times I'm like, never mind. People don't seem to care that much. I mean, the anyone who's caring that much about the schedule is me personally. Like everyone else doesn't really care about the schedule of the episodes as much as I have put it upon myself to be strict with the timetable of everything. I mean, that's evident from the last episodes. I can't speak, holy shit. Last episode's responses and everything, from the comments to the like ratio to the views and everything. People don't care as much as I do when it comes to when the episode comes out, but I still want to finish the episode as quick as possible. It won't be a delay like the last episode. The last episode was delayed a month because of Miura's death, obviously affecting my ability to edit 100%. And I don't want to put out an episode rushing to edit at 20% of what I edit after the mangaka just died. I don't know, it felt weird, a bit weird to me. So I decided to just not do it. But with this one, if I do you know, end up actually delaying, it won't be a month delay. It'd only be a week or so delay if I have to. I'm starting to go back into editing a bit more. I've edited and reached the 1 hour mark of the slam dunk video. So a quarter of that video is finally video edited, and hopefully I'll be finishing it. I wanted to finish it by the end of this month, but obviously getting the job hindered with that schedule. But hopefully I'll be able to finish it as quick as possible, so that I can jump into editing the Usugoi videos and the Hunter x Hunter video and the other project videos and so on and so forth. I'm not picking anything else anymore. this would be the final project that I'd, you know, the final. I'm thinking of even dropping Shin Gonsu Senki, whatever it's called, just to focus on these other projects that I have, because I don't have time. Got a bit hot. Let me increase the speed of my fan. Do you even need for this one? Was it just because a manga fighter needs it when it got removed by Shoshi in a week? Yeah, it would, yeah. I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen is at its popularity right now. Stop the spam. Stop spamming, save. I need to implement the ease in to the check. A lot of these, but yeah. But at least I can showcase some hindrance of tutorial, of a tutorial video. That's one of the things that I'm glad that I'm editing Berserk right now live, because now there's a stream focused more on the motion tutorial aspect of it, whilst I learn how to do this and slowly get to a point where I can actually just do a tutorial video covering everything. I have to go open it one by one. Alright, one thing that I forgot to do. This. Gotta move it to here. Oh shit, I forgot. start the stopwatch. Start it here. And I hate how random this weather is right now in the UK. Because I want to run every 2 days or so, every 2-3 days. And it was raining today. So I couldn't run at all. I hate that so much. Trying to get back into running. I have gained although a lot of it is water weight, obviously due to the current weather, I have gained some weight and I want to lose it before I move out. And one of the things that makes this episode even harder to edit is the length of it. It's 25 minutes long without an opening or ending. It's the first episode that I'll be releasing without an opening or ending. It just goes smoothly from one specific dialogue to the next without stoppage. And this doesn't mark an end to using openings or endings, it's just this episode flows better without an opening or ending, and its length is more digestible without an opening and ending. If there is an instance where an episode reaches that, I'll continue with that. You can swing a sword already. Even though you were wounded so much worse than I, you really are tough. Or was it him? Yeah, I want it to be sunny. More consistently. Because it's... yeah. I enjoy running in clear skies more. Although I have to change that when I do move out, because in the new city I want to run a bit. I don't want to ever stop running, because when I went back to running 2 or 3 days ago, whenever it was, I hate the progress that I had compared to what I used to be at. Prior to stopping, I used to be able to... let me find it, you know what? Rather than it being on the top of my head. Let's open the Map My Run app. Let's see if I can find the run that I had the whole progress from ages ago. Progress that I used to have. Where was it? There we go. I used to do 3-mile runs every 2-3 days, half an hour only, which is a bit slow, but it is disheartening a bit to see the comparison where I did 1.25 miles in 40 minutes and I couldn't do any more. So I want to get back into it and never stop again, because I don't want to lose that progress and having to get back my lungs to the point that they were before every single time that I get back into running. Because it's been a year since I went running, which I'm glad that I didn't lose too much progress. A lot of it was due to the progress that I kind of got back when I went to the gym, which I have stopped, and I need to cancel my membership with the gym as soon as possible. Since I'm moving and I need to subscribe to a new gym. One thing about the new gym that I really enjoyed seeing is it has a punching bag, sandbag, whatever you call it, for boxing. That's going to be a really good cardio workout. to get done, a bit diverse, something that I've never done to lose weight or anything of that sort, or to be fit. That's going to be something, because I get bored of the same repetitive workouts again and again and again. So having a change and is going to be useful. Because obviously, what the fuck, where did it go? Right now, I deviate from, you know, cycling to running to weightlifting to body workout, just using my body weight to whatever, to get the job done, to work out and everything. But that's only going to last so long, and having an extra 2 more deviations added in soon, one being the sandbag for boxing, which is going to help a lot, and the second one being the give me a second. Yeah, the second one being tennis club or football club, whatever it's going to be, just something extra. Why am I making it? Oh wait, no. Do I need to make it more to make it faster? Yeah. There we go. Oh shit, forgot. I closed it. I wasn't even finished. I hate when I do that, because After Effects is really weird. When I close something and open it up again, it doesn't highlight as efficiently as it used to. So I have to do this instead. At least it's not something extreme. What is this? Oh. This is what I hate about it not being highlighted. I have to guess what image I'm on. Right. These are our images. Run script and run. Let's do a 1.5 with a 0.5. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, I like the motioning with it. It's a bit subtle. Yeah. Let's implement it with all the other hairs as well. It's a bit more easy to get handleable. Yeah. There we go. Another image done. I think this is one of the more annoying scenes to edit. I say that, but every single scene has this annoying aspect. The first scene had the getting used to body walking, which is going to be a bit weird at the beginning. It's not going to be as good as the stair thing that I edited. And then after that, it's... What is after that? Oh, this, which is just focused on a lot of background stuff. Which I need to remind myself when I do get into the third or fourth scene? I think fourth scene. Let me try to remember what scenes there is in here. After this scene, it's going to be the brother of the king talking to that bald dude, I forgot his name. And then after that scene, it's Guts in the night in the sky, which I need to implement the background effects to the stars. I think the easiest scene in the whole episode is the brother of the king talking to that bald dude. 100% the easiest thing in this whole episode. There isn't as much motioning, although there is a decent amount of motioning. There isn't as much continuous motioning, flowing of running, and the hardest one is the last scene. This whole scene is gonna be annoying as shit, because I want to implement what I implemented to the walking up the stairs to these animals so that they're fluidly running. We'll see if it's doable. That's what I want. I don't know if it's going to be doable. There's a lot of shit that I'm learning in this episode, and that's the annoying part, because usually I take my time. For a while, this thing that I stuck with to learn was the hand motioning using the old method, as well as the head rotation. But now I'm trying to learn full motioning, walking. I'm trying to learn running for animals, all animals, and that's annoying to learn all in one go because there's a lot of shit. Yeah, this episode will probably be delayed. Sorry about yesterday. I heard you came to see me with everyone else. But with the delay of this episode, the end result will be around the same, if not to the level of Studio Taka's first episode. I need to obviously re-watch that episode. It's been a while since I watched it. See if I'm missing anything when it comes to regards of the quality of their first episode. But I'd say I'd be very, very close to the first quality episode. And if I can push out episodes like that around every single month. Obviously this month, this was delayed due to the circumstances of this specific month, which I'll try to make up for it by spending a lot of time on the next episode in the next month to finish it as quick as possible before work starts. But if I do reach that quality in a monthly basis, that would be such a huge boost in I don't know what I was trying to say, to be honest. But yeah, that would be such a huge advantageous position against my competitor. That's it. That's what I was trying to say. I completely forget what I was trying to say. Studio Taka, because obviously with Studio Taka, they're trying to animate episodes every single, well, they're trying to do it every 6 months, but it looks like they can't get past every year maybe. And if I can provide quality on the first aspect of the first episode, then that would be on a monthly basis, then that'll be advantageous rather than people waiting every year to watch 20 minutes or so. They can come to me and wait a month to watch 24 minutes. Competitive advantage. Who needs a studio? And this is me on my own. not to brag or anything, but I'm gonna brag. This whole project is on my own compared to Studio Taka as well. So if I'm able to reach their quality of what they did in the first episode with a group of people, all on my own, in a 1 month kind of production rather than years, I'll be happy. I'll be extremely happy. Imagine trying to fully animate the first race checkpoint of Steel Ball Run, all the horses moving would cost a huge amount of time. Yeah. Alright, good night, Saif. I mean, the thing that's gonna... Holy shit. The thing that's gonna take a lot of time is gonna be 100% gonna be the eclipse. When the eclipse happens, I'm gonna spend a shit ton of time on that. Vagabond will take way more time than this. I expect, like in Berserk, I'm spending a month or so to edit an episode to push out. Like 60 to 100 hours a month of editing to push out an episode, depending on how heavy editing the episode is. But with Vagabond, with the eclipse, when I reach the eclipse, although it's part of Berserk, but you know, it's a special moment of it. With Oyasumi Pompon or Goodnight Pompon, with all these 3 series especially, essentially, is gonna be putting in 2 or 3 months for an episode. Obviously different for Oyasumi Pompon, it's a movie, but it's essentially 2 to 3 months for 24 minutes of the movie, or 20 minutes of the movie. Which would be a production of 120 to 300 hours on one episode. So by that prediction, divided by 2 times split by 11, Vagabond will take 2,310 hours to edit whenever I actually start editing it. And Oyasumi Pompon would take 945 hours. And Eclipse would take 1,000 hours. And what else is there? There's Promised Neverland, which I don't know how many episodes that's going to be, but that's going to take 2,500 hours. There's going to be a shit ton of hours that I'm going to be editing on each of these projects. Overall, from these 5 projects, I need to put in 9,825 hours. That's not including the episodes on Berserk, prior to Eclipse and post-Eclipse. And in comparison, that's nearly a full year of just continuous editing, no stopping. Which is why I don't put a specific time on when I'm gonna release a lot of these projects, because it's gonna take a shit ton of time to actually, you know, edit and release anything. Will you continue editing Rocket of Ragnarok? I'd want to, but obviously when the official translation, reaches the chapters that we're on right now, with the high quality panels, essentially. Depending on how high quality these panels are, I may re-edit some fights, but we'll see. We shall see. Didn't the anime producers of JoJo already say that it will take a huge amount of time and that the whole Steel Ball Run season will probably come out later than expected? I have no idea. I don't watch JoJo, so. But it probably will, seeing how much there is to animate. From what I saw from JoJo Part 7, which I had to edit the final section of JoJo Part 7, the final fight, there is a lot of fluidity in that specific JoJo, especially it being a lot of a horse race, essentially. Good night, Philson. Shit, I forgot. Damn. Why did I forget to do that? Why did I forget to do that? I forgot to do that. Should be enough. This is some I won't say it. But I don't want to spend too much time in such a fairly insignificant. I don't know. Ah, shit. Yeah, good thing I didn't spend too much time on the previous panel. I forgot this panel. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Completely forgot about this panel. It's not gonna be as annoying. Having to go back into each specific panel and filling up the background. The only reason why I don't fill the background when I edit it and cut the people out of the panel is because it's easier to fill the panel in when there's a gap to fill in, essentially. So I just leave it as it is. Let me increase the intensity of my fan. Getting a little bit hot in here. And this is why it's going to be annoying. Okay. Those officials all think they can gain favor by appearing to care for a wounded man day after day. It's enough to make me sick. Let's read that again, just to get this to happen timeline. These officials all think they can gain favor by appearing to care for a wounded man day after day. Yeah, good thing I checked on it. It's enough to make me sick. I'll leave it as that is. Damn, it's already been an hour. I haven't edited any. Well, I did like 10 images, which is a bit slow for today. This is the 10 images. Why did I say 10 images? I edited 5 images with this, which is a bit slow. But the walking up the stairs did take a bit longer than expected. I'm really thinking of just leaving that as it is and not showcasing it. Like on Twitter to make sure that it's still a bit of a surprise for people who haven't seen it, because it is a huge sentiment to how much I've improved in these past 8 months. Like it's insane. It really is insane. Okay. Let's put Guts behind Griffith. Let's put this in front of Guts, but behind Griffith. Okay. Let's see if I can do it like this. I don't need it to be short. It's going to be a quick motion. Let's add mesh. Yeah. What the fuck? Oh. There we go. And let's add some pins to the neck, to the chest, to the waist. Okay. Let's add an advanced tool in between both of these. I don't know why I went forward so much. I need to bring those back a little bit. Okay, I need to bring it back to 1. I forgot that I'm on 1. We'll grab all of these, bring them to 1. Let's apply ease in. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm 1 off 1. Move it up a little bit. That's way too much shit in this one image. Now I can move it up. And easy ease. A bit too slow. A bit too quick. It's okay for now. This is fine, yeah. But that's just one. The next one is him. Guts. So it's gonna be the same one. Pin in the neck, pin in the chest, pin in the hip, pin in the legs. Pin the legs here. In between here, here, here. A bit more in betweens than the previous one. Let's make it a smooth transition. See if it looks okay. Okay. Not as... I expected to spend like half an hour or something on it. I only spent 6 minutes or so on it. That's okay. I forgot how long this talk is. There's still going to be talks about Zod and everything. So this scene, the first half of the scene ends at this mark. The second half of the scene ends at this mark. Let's split them apart so it's easier to know what is what. The third scene ends here. I might... No, it'll be too short. We'll see. I might end up ending the episode at this point and renaming the episode in its entirety. Or at this point. And even this stuff for the second episode. I think that's doable to do in this episode. We'll see. We'll see. I might actually have an opening in this one then. The only reason why I'm hesitant about doing that is what the second episode will focus on. The second episode... I could just end it here, to be honest, if I add these other stuff into it. Is it going to be enough to make it that long now? Because the thing about this next episode is that it needs to... have this whole discussion in one scene and not split apart, which is why I'm so hesitant about pushing these scenes to the next episode, because I want the 8th episode to include both the assassination and the talk. The beginning of the assassination alone is 6 minutes. With it focusing on Master of the Sword. I'm gonna check something. I wanna see. I don't mind showing you guys what I'm checking. What's Master of the Sword? 7. Starts as assassin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You know what? It's doable. It's doable if I have all this pushed to the episode 8, and then have episode 8 focus on Assassin, renaming episode 7 to something else. Have episode 9 focus on the speech all the way up until, oh shit, I need to be aware, all up until this specific panel. I'm not going to zoom in to showcase it because I can already see the glimpse of my eye, some not safe for work stuff that's not suitable for YouTube. And then have the remaining stuff until episode 10, which I'm not going to show in here because it's Casca's backstory, and if you know, you know. With it ending, I'll have to figure that out later. I might have to make the first core a bit longer than expected, because the later parts of the episodes are actually fairly decently sized. There's like 80 panels or so in specific episodes. But yeah, it's a decent plan. This is one of the reasons why I wish I had more time. I had given myself more time that I started Berserk. I wish I'd given myself a year. It's one of the things that I'd learned from this project, and one thing that I'll take onto the other projects going forward, which is why I didn't start a lot of these projects that I'm picking up as soon as I picked it up. Starting it so fast and not having a specific plan in mind really makes it hard to make every single episode, you know, nailed down, which is one of the reasons why I want to take a significant break between the first core and the second core to really nail down on what each episode is going to focus on, and making sure that it is the appropriate length, each episode being and ending at an appropriate time. It's one of the things that this core is going to struggle with, probably, but we'll see. But oh well, it can't be helped. It's absolutely necessary in order to gain status in this kingdom. Oh, one good thing as well, yesterday I found a decent amount of OSTs, a very decent amount of OSTs that I added into my folder. I still need to organize a lot of the OSTs that I've added. A lot of them won't be used for a while. Some of them may be used in the Berserk episode. We'll see. This Berserk episode is less action oriented and more, you know, story fixed, so I can use a lot of the OSTs that I haven't used for a really long time, or some new OST, or OSTs that I've had for a really long time that I haven't used yet. Either or. does not matter. Oh shit, I just realized I'm an idiot. Shit. You know what? I don't think there's a need to implement pin in here. I can do it with just rotating and implementing some liquify later on. We'll see. So like rotating the head to here, implementing liquify at 120. You need mesh anymore. Let's just do this now to really get my mindset right. Let's open episode 8. Let's get rid of episode 8 is episode 4 was the worst one to copy and uses the basis for all the other episodes because it doesn't have an ending. It just has an opening. Whatever. The point is just to have some structure. And delete, yes. And then I can take all of these, put them out, put them here, move my shit, move the opening as well as the episode title. Make this the first scene, ending it here. So 6 has the ending. Opening so many projects just to fix one mistake. And there we go. The first part of episode 8 is already photoshopped and ready to start video editing, which is nice. With this, the opening is implemented, and with this, ending is ready. This is perfect. This is very, very perfect. From here all the way to here, I can cut these out, go to episode 8, new, cut, and boom, have all these here. A little bit more manageable. And episode 8 will go on from here all the way to here. Episode 9 will start from here. Let me just hide this real quick. And end here. You can see where it ends, but oh wait. I'll end it here. I can't show this on stream because it's not safe for work panels. And then episode 10 will be a Casca episode, and it would end yeah, just chilling. I think I'll end it here. Yeah, this is where the episode will end. And then I can actually share this on stream now. replace this file, boom, and it'll be the same ending for the episode. There we go. It's a bit more organized. Hopefully, it'll be followed a bit more precisely the specific schedule that I have. The good thing is that as well, I just realized that 178 from there to 178. Which one was it? From what to 178? From 878 to 178. Yeah. Or 176, I guess. It will all be in episode 8, and that's already put up, which is just so perfect. This is actually very important, which is why I'm spending the time right now. This is really, really important. There we go. And now I can highlight all these. Shit. Highlight all these. Link media. Locate media. And it would be in episode 8. And let's go locate. Boom, easy. This is good progress for the next episode, which I haven't even which I think I've already started. So if I can actually just finish all this I've released it in the 1st of August, that would be perfect. I'll do the other stuff later. And you know what? Because I'm a bit tired of this same OST or the same music playing. Ah, shit. Wrong one. Open the stream instead of this. Okay. Let's play some of the newer OSTs that I have. Blur. I'm gonna have to mute the PC quickly before it starts. Because, yeah, there we go. Good thing I muted it. Or else you guys would have been hit with some really, really, really loud. There we go. Put it up here. There we go. I mean, you can't really type that out because it's Japanese, but that's what the OST that's playing right now. And this jumped up progress by a ridiculous amount, just by doing what I did, changing the last scene for the next episode. I'll keep going for 18 minutes, reach the 2-hour mark of this stream, and then I'll work off stream. Because I've got the kick right now, since I'm so close to finishing the episode and everything. There's an endpoint site now, so I want to go hardcore editing mode, finish this episode and start working on the next one, which some of it is already done, which is so helpful. Production is going to be good for the next episode of Berserk. So I should be able to release it on the 1st of September despite me starting work on the 31st of August. And hopefully I'll have some of the later episode edited as well. Does this screw up the episode the episode list that I had released? But I'm fine with doing that, as it is a fairly unplanned for project. The second core won't be as hectic as this one has been. The planning for it will be a bit more professional, the approach and everything. So the break would be as long as it needs to be. From the first core to the second core. I don't want it to be a long break though. I downloaded them. Put this down. And put this down. was it right one? Never mind then. Through multiple ones, it depends. Sometimes it's through Nia, because it's a bit more easier to download it from there. Sometimes through YouTube, because it's available on YouTube. It just depends. Different OSTs require different approaches. About anime. So I use my anime list to search anime about anime. First, I focused on action anime genre. Obviously, since before my, well, still is my main videos are action series. But after that, I'd focused more on just everything, every single series. Listening to every OST. If I like something, I keep it. There's no need for this one. I don't know why I photoshopped this one. We're about to reach the halfway mark of the episode. And Image 113 is a lot of dialogue. It'd be nice if I get close to finishing this specific scene, or the half of the scene, the first part of the scene, by the end of today. Nosferatu. Zod. I need to remember that this is 1110 or shit, what was it? Yeah, 1110. Not 1110, 110. 110, whatever. One thing that I want to have with this extra time that I would hopefully have editing this episode, I don't want to spend it really having fun with the video editing. I have a lot of ideas of how I want to transition from panel to panel that I've had for a while now, since the beginning of the project, which I can't implement because of the lack of time that I have. It's one of the reasons why I can't wait until I can finish episodes way earlier than the release date, because I can spend that time really working on implementing these transitions that I want to implement, rather than just fade in and zoom in and zoom out, and zoom in and zoom out, and what else? The zoom in, zoom out, move up, left, impact transitions. They're all good. I don't know where this is. Ah, this way. Snow. Oh, I see it. What the shit I was about to see. But yeah, these transitions that I have, the zoom in, zoom out, move left, right, impacts, transitions, they're good. And I doubt I'll ever need to change them in the future, since they do extremely well in representing the motioning that is done in the videos. But the other stuff, just being fade in, fade out, is a bit meh, a bit lazy of transitions. Well, when I find an anime and I listen to its OSTs and I save them, I put them in a folder. So the initial folder is just OSTs, and then I listen to the OSTs again and categorize them by battle OSTs, holy OSTs, scary OSTs, which is what I'm calling, emotional OSTs, and story OSTs. And then these are subcategorized as well. For example, the battle OSTs: Battlefield, Calm Before Storm, Defeats, Evil Power, Fast-Paced Action, Forms, Hero Power, Introduction, Slow Combat, and Strong Attack OSTs, and Victory. So there are 11 folders in the Battle OST to really subcategorize the OSTs, so that whenever I find a specific scene, like an introduction, I can either use the introduction OSTs, or the Calm Before the Storm, or Slow Combat, depending on the introduction. If there is a strong attack, I'll go for the strong attack. If there's very fast-paced action, I go for the fast-paced action. If there's an evil form, or an evil angry villain or something of that sort, I use the form OSTs. If someone gets defeated, I use the defeat OSTs, which is very low right now. There's only 2 OSTs in there. And this is similar to the form, evil power OSTs. If there's a war, I can use the battlefield OSTs, which is more suited to Berserk and Vagabond. And then if there's a new form by the main character, I have hero OSTs or hero power OSTs, and so on and so forth. Or in Victory, I have Victory OSTs. So I don't have to spend time listening to the thousands of OSTs, since I do have 5,400 OSTs. I'm planning to listen to a few more today, so that I can hopefully increase that to 5,600 or so OSTs. Can't wait. Boom. I'll be able to edit another one after this. You haven't organized. Oh, I already answered that, Blue. Are you finding balancing your passion with school and work? I currently, over the past year, I hadn't had school. I've had work every now and then, but thankfully for the past year, I haven't had to deal with that due to due to working in internships and stuff like that. So it's been kind of easy so far in this year. But prior to that, obviously due to COVID, I was doing university at home, so it's very easy to do a few hours of revising and then switch to editing and all of that. It's going to be a challenge moving forward since I got full-time work starting in a month. But I think I can do it fairly well with the amount of organization that I put and priority of tasks. Putting most of my hours into Berserk rather than any other projects due to the importance of Berserk. So Legacy, how is it going? Are you enjoying your work? Yeah, it's been going great actually. Good news for Berserk as well, since it looks like this episode will be done in time, since I decided to push some content to the next episode and essentially change the title of this episode and include the ending and opening, which is good news for the people who are going to watch the episode on time, as well as good news for me since I don't have to try to finish it as quick as possible. It's actually very doable now to finish this episode on time. And yeah, and I'm having fun. Did you make animated mangas also for webcomics like Sweet Home and stuff? I'm not sure. I never considered webcomics. The focus right now that I have is on obviously manga, because that's the main form that I digest. As well as a focus on obviously manga that's not animated. I've never given a thought about, you know, comics, because they're kind of webcomics. They're kind of like, you know, a form of art that hasn't received an anime. And I don't plan to give it a thought for a while. Currently, I have a lot of projects to motion. I got Berserk, Promised Neverland, Vagabond, and Goodnight Pompon, as well as OVAs and episodes and stuff like that to motion, which is one of the reasons why I haven't given it a thought. And I don't plan to for a while, until I have finished a lot of these projects. and I reached to a point where there isn't a lot of manga that aren't animated that I do give a treatment to, and then I can switch genre. But like, I don't see that happening as much unless I do kind of like develop a team and I have a team working for me that I'm able to produce stuff at a faster pace. I think that's the only thing that may impact that in the future, because obviously with the amount of manga that I have to do that I want to motion, it's gonna take a lot of time if I'm soloing it just on my own. But if I do end up being able to, you know, work with a team to do a lot of that work, then I might be able to be fairly productive and, you know, finish all the projects that I want to motion, finish all the manga that I want to motion, and then move on to web comics. Because there are some pretty good ones, but they don't that deserve to be animated for me. I appreciate it. It's something to consider in the long period, long future, distant future. That's the word. Something to consider in a distant future due to the amount of projects that I have. I don't want to pick up any other projects ever. I don't know what it's called, other than what's being shown on the screen, but I can try to find out. Which is Japanese name. It is Dragon by a House. I've searched it before. Dragon goes house hunting. If you're the greatest someday, did you ever think about making some normal stuff like Lord of the Rings or anything that doesn't kind of own manga? I mean, like turning movies into manga. I mean, I can't draw, but if I ever get to a point where I can draw, I'd be like 80 by then. Right now, all I can do is move pictures, move still pictures, which is kind of mind-blowing to think where it all started. Like, it's still, when I remember the content that I was aiming to do, which is just to do videos like Soul Madness, and to see what I'm at now is just speechless. And I can still improve to a point where I can actually animate. It's insane. I mean, a lot of people would consider what I'm doing now animation. What is this? Oh. Whoops. But like starting my own adaptation and turning movies into manga, I'd had that happen. Like improving, I can see one of the things that I'd be improving on would be changing. Give me a second. Adapting essentially animating. Holy shit, I can't speak. I can see one of the big changes being the ability to animate, and me essentially making an anime out of a lot of the projects that I do hold with a big team. I can see that happening, but changing movies to manga, I don't see that happening at all. The biggest thing I can see is creating a studio and with some animators with it and some staff, and we all work together to adapt something. That's the most that I can see. One of the things that I want to do once the big projects are done, like Pon Pon, Promised Neverland, Berserk, or before Berserk, Pon Pon, Promised Neverland, and Vagabond are done. When those three projects are done and I've learnt as much as I can learn, I do want to contact some webtoon artists to motion some of their work, because that would be a big step into the scene, essentially. Who would have thought that a monster that fantastic exists? It felt like I was having a nightmare. There's many videos where they turn on some kind of animation, just see potential there. Yeah, I see what you mean, yeah. But being able to turn movies into these motion comics is a bit harder than what I'm, like, way a huge of a leap compared to what I'm doing right now. Now this is through here, straight from my folder. MP3 player, whatever it's called. Because one of the reasons why this is so easy is because it's black and white. So like filling background and all that stuff is much easier. And one of the reasons why I'm really excited to work on Goodnight Pon Pon is because the design of the main character, especially in the movie itself in the first arc. I know the design changes slightly later on in the series, but like, I don't want to spoil too much. This is the design of the main character in Goodnight Pon Pon. This is going to be so easy to animate. It's so easy to draw. It's literally a straight line for the legs. That's so easy to draw and animate. I can actually draw the main character running smoothly. It's a huge step, that move. That movie is going to be treated with a lot of production time and to actually get into animating. Appreciate it, take. Do some horror let's plays. I don't really play much games. And most of the time, the free time that I have, I spend it editing, so. But if you look at it a different way, it might be proof that there's some huge something beyond human understanding in this world. For instance, what are called gods? Or something. I did, I've played games before and I've done let's plays before, but with me and how I play games, I'm not like a huge gaming fanatic. I don't spend hours upon hours and upon hours playing games. At most, I spend 2 hours a day, if I'm in a lucky day. And in a normal day, I'm probably spending an hour playing games. and other days I'm sometimes not even playing games at all. I used to play more before I started editing as a full-time hobby. I used to stream nearly daily, years and years ago, before people knew me as an ISD. I used to stream first on YouTube, and you know, had some really fun streams. I streamed Assassin's Creed games. I streamed Life is Strange. I can't remember the games that I streamed, but the point of the matter is, because it was like 4 years ago or something, I was streaming on a regular basis, and I continued to stream. I had a lot of games where I streamed it all in one time. One of them being Red Dead Redemption 2. I streamed that whole playthrough. But I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is the last time that I spent so much time playing a video game. Red Dead Redemption 2, I spent hours upon hours playing. Where are these? Oh, this is here. Yeah, this is here. I was wondering. But yeah. Like literally how it went with the release of Red Dead Redemption 2, I was still at university. I slept early to wake up as soon as the game released, had it pre-downloaded, and then I played it as soon as the day started, as soon as it was available to play. I continued to play it until I had to go to university. Went to university, finished university, ran back home, played some more, and then slept. Because I think, if I remember correctly, it released on either a Thursday or a Friday. But either way, the last day that I had at university before, I think I had a Friday free. I don't know, it might have released on a Friday, and then I had like the weekend to just complete the game, and that's it. I completed it in like a few days. That was like the most that I'd played in like 1 week. I finished Red Dead Redemption 2 so quickly, and finished all the side quests, everything, and it was hours and hours and hours of playing in such a short span of days. I think, if I'm remembering correctly, that was the last game that I'd spent so much time on it. That or God of War. I'm not sure which one came first. I think God of War came first, and then Red Dead after it. But those were the last two games that I finished so quickly. There's a lot of comments. Now another topic. The Record Organ anime. The first three episodes were okay in my opinion. Nothing too great, but okay. But in the second half of the second fight, especially when the fight between Poseidon starts, it was getting pretty good. But the greatest was with the entrance of Jack the Ripper. I hoping so much that it don't disappoint me because it was my favorite fight. We'll see. I have actually a different opinion, because I know I've seen the consensus of people really liking the Poseidon fight. I did not like the Poseidon fight. I was very disappointed, because I saw a lot of repeated frames, and barely any animation in that fight. So I didn't like it as much as... I personally didn't like it as much as the community did. And obviously, no one liked the Adam fight. You're not a native English... no, I'm not, no. I wanted to take you to do commentary smoothly. It's hard to know specifically. I changed a lot since when I started, you know, since I started streaming. I used to be completely different. I used to be really antisocial. I used to be, I mean, I say it, a depressed fuck. So it was very hard to speak without an anxiety attack. 4 or 5 years ago, I think 5 years ago, I used to be unable to even say a single thing with a mic in front of me. But it's just more experience in university doing like presentations, as well as streaming with friends who, you know, weren't dicks, essentially, who watched and with a decent conversation, just essentially got that experience, and with the experience, confidence to be comfortable in front of a mic and in front of people, as well as just growing up in general. Since I did, you know, I started streaming or so when I was like 18, 19 or so. Yeah, practice in just different environments is the main thing, because practice leads to confidence. And that's for everything. That's for a job. That's for what else? Just anything really. I mean, it's for me, myself as well, for editing. Practice got me confidence enough to be able to do it more efficiently and at a faster rate. And to take risks and learn a lot of these things. Did you download this OST after watching the anime off of YouTube or another platform? Just looked it up and I can't find it on YouTube. I'm trying to create OST folders like you. This specific anime OSTs aren't from YouTube. They're from Nyaa, which is nyaa.si, I think. So any OST, it's a combination of YouTube and Nyaa, using both these sites to find. So a lot of OSTs like this series aren't on YouTube. They're only on Nyaa. What could be more worse? Just imagine they messed it up like 7 Deadly Sins, because 7 Deadly Sins is just some garbage. Wouldn't be they do better than the season. Honestly, yeah, it could have been worse, but that's not really something that really makes me happy. The fact that it could have been worse. You know, it's not like I was expecting, because there is a small section, because people overblow it. The Shumasen and Bakuru community that defend the anime overblow it. There was a very, very small section that expected it to be like One Punch Man Season 1, or like Kimetsu no Yaiba, or like Attack on Titan Season 1. The majority of people knew that that wasn't gonna happen, and me personally, I was expecting One Punch Man Season 2. But we didn't even get that. We didn't get fluid animation, just normal fluid animation from a normal anime. This was worse than a normal anime. And this is from someone who's watched like hundreds of anime. Normal anime, slice of life or whatever, have better animation than this one. Although the art is better, obviously, but that's not really something that you watch anime for. You don't watch it for the detailed art, you watch it for the adaptation of the manga to have smooth motioning. And this anime did not have that. This anime lacked the one thing that all anime should have, which is motioning and animation. It was very stiff. It was a lot of repeated stiff panels, which is weird. Or scenes, cuts, whatever. There was a lot of repeated animated cuts, that was stiff, which is disappointing. Very, very disappointing. And a lot of it, I'm assuming, was from the production being affected by Netflix rushing the anime as quick as possible. I'm hoping that the production time is better for season 2. You cannot produce and animate a 3 fights in 1 year. That's impossible. Especially with the art character design for the characters that they had. They had very, very detailed art. And they decided to go with very, very detailed art for the characters. You cannot animate that smoothly, frame by frame by frame, in just 1 year for 3 fights. It's impossible with that detail. So I don't know why they could have done one, either or. Either slowed down on the detail of the anime, so it's not as detailed as the manga, which is whatever, it's good. People, obviously the main manga elitist will complain, but manga elitist will always complain about manga being better than anime, so that doesn't matter to begin with. But making it something that can blow up mainstream, reducing the quality of the character design because normal people don't give a shit. People who haven't read the manga, and that's the fan base that you're trying to reach, don't give a shit. Or you could have just had it a 3-year production period, 2-3 year production period, rather than a year or so. Yeah, I would guess better than a Netflix adaptation, yeah. How many good manga did they ruin? Yeah, it was rushed for an announcement, but personally I see anime and manga as 2 different things. I would never hate on manga because anime is trash, because a manga is still... Yeah. I had... never had the opinion of the manga, the series in general, tarnished due to the anime. I never would. Me personally, I read manga more than watch anime due to the convenience of pacing it myself. So like, to me, manga will always be a more efficient form of taking in the stories that I am reading compared to the anime adaptations, due to the pace that I can set for myself. If I can speed up the episodes or anything like that, then yeah. But yeah, for me, manga will always be the way that I go to, because I've heard a lot of praise about the Hajime no Ippo anime, but I went straight to manga because I don't have time to watch the anime. Like, if I'd spent the time on the anime, I would not have been where I am right now with the pacing. Right now I'm on volume 29, but if I'd watched the anime, I would have probably been around volume 20 or so, or even slower. And I like I like the idea of filling in the gaps for some stuff, which is why always, for my ranking, novels number 1. Normal novels, not light novels. I haven't read Japanese novels yet. Novels number 1, manga number 2, and anime number 3. I don't watch movies. Well, you know what? Let's include all forms of media, right? Novels number 1, manga number 2, TV shows number 3, anime number 4, movies number 5. I do not watch movies at all. Hello, Lumaka. Oh yeah, anime films are the bottom of the pile. So if I were to organize that again, it'd be novels, manga, TV shows, anime, movies, anime films. Anime films are really, really bad execution of an adaptation because it's always rushed. They cannot pace it well at all. Well, I'd say, I shouldn't say always. There are a lot of exceptions, like Akira. I've heard a lot of good things. I haven't watched it yet, but I've heard a lot of good things about it being a well-executed movie from trusted individuals. But the movies that I have watched, I've had really, the anime films that I've watched, I've had really, really bad pacing, especially in the second half. Always in the second half. It's like they start off with a really good pace, and then the second half, they just turn it up to 100, just to have something happen, and then have what happened even turned up even more in the later last quarter of the movie, the last push. The pacing gets ridiculously increased. It's one of the reasons why I didn't like A Silent Voice as much as I did when I started it. When I started A Silent Voice, it was hovering between an 8 or a 9. Like I was really, sometimes even an 10 at the beginning half of the movie. But the later parts, the last part of the movie essentially, from, well, I'm not going to say specifically what, I don't want to spoil. But the later parts of the movie, everything, it went down the rating. It really went down. It got, the pacing got increased. What the movie was trying to aim for, seems like they kind of missed the mark at the end point, and the last 10 minutes was like completely rushed. I really hated that ending of A Silent Voice. It's a shame because I really liked the start of it. The writing was good in the start of it. I don't know why they didn't attempt for a longer movie. I think they could have. Anime movies make back their budget and some. It's more profitable than anime, especially nowadays. But yeah. Hello Franco, I'm good. Just having fun chatting and editing. Don't you mean devils? I was supposed to end the stream in half an hour ago. Shit. What day is it today? Tuesday. Damn. Yeah, I have on my anime list account. Or my account. Pop new series. I used to, when I used to play on the PlayStation. Well, technically I still do. But now I'm a PC gamer. Because it's more convenient to edit and have the computer rather than going downstairs to use the PlayStation. I can just launch a game straight away. JAMA? I have no idea. I haven't used my PlayStation in a really, really long time. Yeah, I have a Steam account, yeah. I like this OST a lot. This isn't a anime OST. This is a game OST as well. As you can see from the PlayStation logo, if you can see it. Alright, good night. And thank you. I should end this stream as well. It's been 2 hours and a half. I'm more efficient when I'm watching NCIS on my second monitor while I'm editing, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, Damn the Ace Monster, yeah. That's the account. That's my account. But yeah, I'll end the stream here. Thank you so much for people who came in. It was really nice, and thank you to the people who were helping while I did the walking up the stairs animation. It was a really productive stream, learning, talking, just enjoying myself while I'm editing, essentially. And why I have Diamond Ace as my favorite? It has everything that I'm looking for, which is great characters, intense matches. I'm a huge fan of sports series. So it has the intense matches with all characters, great antagonists, great protagonists, great character development for every single character that is there for the team, great dedication into every single character, and it has that extra oomph, that connection that I have with specific mediums that I continue to read and binge and binge and binge, which very little series do that. And with a combination of just great writing makes it, especially Act 1 as my favorite sports series and my favorite series in general. To this day, I could still put on the anime or the manga and just binge episode after episode after episode after episode, binge a shit ton. And I can only do that with this very short. The only thing that's recently given me that is Hajime no Ippo. Hajime no Ippo, currently where I'm at right now, is a 10 out of 10 for me. Or I don't give a 10 out of 10 when I don't have a conclusion, unfortunately. So I'll say a 9 out of 10. Speaking of which, before I end the stream, let me add right now is great. I have read 28 volumes, and with it 250 chapters. There we go. But yeah, I'll end the stream here. Good thing that I updated this before I end this stream. Remember to update it. Thank you so much for watching again, and thank you for the support, the continuous support on all the projects that I'm working on, and I'm looking forward to continuing editing in the near future. See you guys next time. whenever that may be. Hopefully next time with a camera. See ya.